Hey, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I am sharing a project using the Lail by Mail Season Pass Spring Summer collection, and then a few stamp sets as well. I cannot see them but I will link them. I will link everything below. I decided it would be fun to DIY my own spread and apologize for the little bit of the shakiness of the camera. I have had, I'm in the midst of figuring out what the best setup is for filming, and this is not one of them. But we're gonna push through and keep going. Anyway, so I am DIYing a um, weekly spread. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I like to switch things up and give myself a little bit of novelty um, when I'm planning. And for those of you who also enjoy novelty, this and you are feeling a little stuck in your planning system, go grab a blank notebook and go to town. Have fun. There's nobody telling you you have to stay in one planning system all the time. There are no planner police. And if you are somebody who thrives on or who is motivated by novelty, interest, or urgency, i.e., our neurodivergent minds out there, this is a really great way to um, create some novelty. And so, in order to do this, I am going to stamp out the days of the week. So, I'm going to do Monday through Wednesday across the top. Yes, and then Thursday, Friday. Nope, that's not right. I'm going to do Monday through Thursday across the top, Friday, Saturday, Sunday across the bottom. You could do it this way. You could do it a different way if you'd like. Part of the reason I split it up this way is because the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we were on a weekend trip to Nashville, and so those sort of clumped together in my mind already. And so, yeah, it just seemed easier to do it that way. Um, when, as you saw, when I started doing the stamping, I originally was doing it one letter at a time, thinking that I could get the letters closer together and that it would look better. Honestly, it looks just fine having the three letters together, as you see on Wednesday, Thursday. So I pivoted and went straight to having the whole abbreviated day of the week all together when I stamped. This is the fun part for me, at least. This is the fun part about, I'm going to call it playing with your supplies, is that you get to sort of experiment and try things, and it's just not that serious. So if you find that something isn't working, and you can just, try again. I stamped that S for Saturday, kind of wonky. Again, not that serious. And I definitely know what it says, so it works out fine. I do have that open box under Monday, and I will use some of the papers from the collection. You'll see this a little later to fill that little box. And I just had so much fun putting this together and and also found it actually to be um, very helpful in getting my stuff done for the week. I'm going to stamp out April up at the top with the bigger stamp set. This stamp set, I believe, is formatted so that you can put the letters in the oval, and it sort of mimicking, I suppose, mimicking like the oval of like the window of what am I trying to say? The window of an airplane seat. That's what I'm trying to say. And I likely will not use that oval for that purpose, but I do love, love, love the font, the simple font of these alphas. I think these are great. They are also such a nice size too. So sometimes with stamps, and this is just the way stamps are, there will be some stamps on the stamp set where you just find, I probably won't use that very much. And the beauty of a stamp set is that's totally fine. You don't have to. So on next to the April, I am stamping out April 2026 with the teeny tiny little numbers from the other stamp set. And I'm stacking it just because I think it looks cute. And the lines were perfect for stacking the numbers. Next, I'm going to go in and add the dates, and I'm using those larger numbers to do that. Um, I just love that with two stamp sets, I could build really with this one stamp set that I'm working with here, I could have built the entire spread, which is kind of awesome. Um, I love being able to have a stamp set be really multifunctional. And then in this case, I did decide to do one number at a time for the dates. All right, so we've done the base, the foundation of the spread, and now I am going to build the sidebar. I believe that's what I'm going to do next. Here are some of the die cuts from the Season Pass collection. This collection is so cute. It's got basically, well, it has uh, decor for both spring and summer decorating. And I just have mixed and matched it all together. I also really appreciate that the colors for the spring items go beautifully, seamlessly, really, with the summer item. So I don't have to be thinking about, like, well, this is like more of a spring thing than a summer thing. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just sort of using all of these elements interchangeably. And that makes a collection pretty great, in my opinion. All right. So, if you've been around here for any length of time, well, no, you know what? I'm going to not say that because I haven't talked about this in a really long time because I haven't been consistently doing videos. So, what I'm going to say here is for all of my planner spreads, no matter if I'm in discs or notebooks or daily planning or weekly planning, whatever it may be, I always have a must do list for the week or day or whatever I'm doing, and a maybe list for the week. So, my must do items are the things that in a weekly spread, if these things don't get done that week, we might have problems. And then the maybe things are like hopeful things or things if I find, pockets of time on certain days to tackle maybe. But also it's fine if those things don't get done, like suggestions. Suggested to-dos, if you will. I really enjoyed putting those on the little labels, and then I'm going to make the dotted outline of the for these boxes with one of the the hyphen stamp from the stamp set. I will be honest with you and say this was not worth the effort. I just thought it would be fun to find one more way to use this stamp set in the spread, but it was hard to keep it straight because this is a lined insert and not a graph line insert. On the sides, I didn't really have a guide, and my wonky outline certainly wasn't helping either. And I was getting ink everywhere. Just, I mean, it was fun to try, but I don't think I would do this again. Um, but fun to try. Again, this is part of the fun of building your own planner spread is you just get to try things, and then if it didn't work so great, you either can cover it, which I will end up covering parts of this, and or you just flip the page and try again. Which yeah, there's me just going all all catterwampus, is that the phrase? Anyway, it's fine. And so now I have my two must do maybe lists. I will use the stamp set. I believe I'll use the stamp set one more time to do the check boxes. I can't remember if I used it for that, but now I'm going to go through the die cuts and I'm going to pull some die cuts to mark our weekend trip in Nashville. And I knew I wasn't even going to bring this on the trip. And so um, I just decided to cover Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I didn't need that space for my to-dos or my, timed events. And so it was fun to just make this big cluster for the weekend. And I had the perfect die cuts for this. I had the little luggage and I found one that said weekend getaway and I was super excited about that. Um, I didn't have much going on for Thursday and I knew I wouldn't, and so I decided to pull some uh, die cuts for that. And you can see on the no, left side, I have covered my wonky lines with some more die cuts. Okay, so now I am going to make it's sort of like, I suppose it's kind of like a box sticker if you have no, if you have planned with Happy Planner products. Oftentimes, Happy Planner will have these like box stickers that you can put on your weekly spreads. And so this is sort of remnant of that because it was space I didn't need for Monday. And it was fun to just add that sort of pattern piece to the page. I'll go in and add a few of these word strip stickers, which I just love. Um, I love when a collection has word strip stickers. They're just so fun and just a very simple, easy way to add a little bit of whimsy and character to literally any spread. I mean, obviously, even a planner spread. Um, One thing I was going to mention is as I am working on this spread, I am very much in the flow right now. And this flow is actually helping me playing around with this product and um, playing, just building this spread is actually helping me sort of almost like meditate on the stuff I need to get done this week. And so I'm sort of my hands are moving, my brain is occupied, but then there's this other part of my brain that can really think about, okay, what are the most important things that need to get done this week? Um, and sort of kind of problem solve, really. I'm problem solving as I am playing. And I love that about creative planning is that it gives my brain kind of it's like a scrub brush to my brain to open up possibilities for what will get done this week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.